Hi, it's Maija here, and it's time for another mid-year book freakout tag. Nobody tagged me to do this, I just like to do it every year, and I will leave a link to the original tag in the description. But I was debating whether or not to do this year, because I haven't had that many stellar reads, just had pretty mediocre or just fine books. So let's get started, and because of that not so stellar reading year, I am going to answer the second and first questions with the same answer. So the first question is the best book you read so far, and the second is the best sequel you read so far. And I'm gonna answer Phantom Pains by Michelle Baker, the second book in the Arcadia Project series. For both of these questions, I enjoyed reading this book a lot. It was the most fun I think I've had reading this year when it comes to actual novels. I've read a lot of comics, that's what I mean with that. This is an urban fantasy series I really enjoyed. Question number 3 is a new release you haven't read yet but want to, and I really want to read A Summerland by Hannu Rajaniemi and The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Kowal. And I have both of these on hold from my library, so when they get their copies, they have ordered them, so when they get the libraries, I should be pretty early on in the queue for both of these. Then question number 4 is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and this is The Monster Baru Cormorant by Seth Dickinson. It comes out in October maybe? Sometime during the latter half of the year. This is the mid-year book freakout tag. Yes, it comes during the latter half of the year. I can't remember the exact month. Let's move on. Question number 5 is your biggest disappointment, and I'm gonna answer this with the comic Snot Girl Volume 2, California Screaming by Brian Lee O'Malley and Leslie Hung. I wasn't that into Volume 1, but I thought the ending showed promise, but I couldn't get into the second one either, so I'm gonna drop this series, which is a shame because I really love pretty much all of Brian Lee O'Malley's previous works. Question number 6 is the biggest surprise, and that is definitely Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Like I said in my wrap-up, I didn't expect to like this at all. I just wanted to try it out, and I really liked it. I might also mention Charlotte Perkins Gilman's The Yellow Wallpaper for this, because I just picked it up out of curiosity. I thought it would be good, but it was so good. I gave it 5 stars. Question number 7 is a favorite new author. So the author that you read for the first time this year, or a debut author from this year that you read. And I haven't read that many new authors, so I'm gonna pick Martha Wells. I read the first book in the Murderbot Diaries, All Systems Red, and I quite enjoyed it, and I am really looking forward to the second one. I have it on hold from the library. I believe it's called Artificial Condition, and I really like the main characters, so I'm gonna say Martha Wells for this one. Question number 8 is newest fictional crush, and I don't have a new one for this year. I just continue to love Shu from the Princess Jellyfish manga series. Question number 9 is your newest favorite character, and for this I'm gonna say the Shadow's Child from Alia de Bodard's The Tea Master and the Detective. It's a transport ship character, and I really enjoyed that character. Question number 10 is a book that made you cry. And this is Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 11 by Hiromu Arakawa. This is the one that I was reading on the bus, and then I decided, wait, this is gonna make me cry. I'm gonna finish reading this at home and not on the bus, which was a good choice. This is the one where Ed visits home to do some digging, let's say, and also confronts some hard truths with Al and his teacher. Question number 11 is a book that made you happy, and the Princess Jellyfish manga series just always makes me happy. I read the omnibus volumes 5, 6 and 7 this year, and I am on hold for 8 and 9 from the library. Question number 12 is a favorite book to movie adaptation that you saw this year. I haven't seen that many book to movie adaptations. Like, I saw Annihilation, but I preferred the book, so it can't be my favorite. Does Black Panther count? I'm gonna say Black Panther. Question number 13 is the most beautiful book you've read or received so far this year. And I'm gonna go with East of the Sun and West of the Moon, Old Tales from the North, edited by Noel Daniel with illustrations by Kay Nielsen. And it's sort of an art book of Kay Nielsen's also, and it's so beautiful. And the final question, question number 14, is what book do you need to read by the end of the year? And I chose The Fall of the Kings by Ellen Kushner and Delia Sherman. I finally bought my own copy, because I kept borrowing this from the library and then returning it unread. So I'm gonna read this before the end of the year. I really liked the first 2 Swords Point or Riverside books that I've read. So yeah, So that was the mid-year book freakout tag. I might have forgotten one question, but I think it was one that was different in different versions of the tag. But I think that is enough. 14 questions is enough. I hope I will read like more stellar standout books during the rest of the year, and I definitely hope that the Monster Baru Cormorant is gonna be one of those. Because when I heard that there was a sequel coming out, I had been treating the Trader Baru Cormorant as a standalone when I read it, and I was so sort of apprehensive, sort of scared of what a second one would be like. But now I'm just excited and I want to see what Seth Dickinson has come up with. But without any more rambling, that was my 2018 mid-year book freakout tag. Let me know in the comments some of your answers to these questions, what you thought about my answers, and I will see you in my next video.